All right, we've all been there. You're cruising along, getting work done, maybe gaming a little, and bam! The dreaded blue screen of death, or BSOD, rears its ugly head. It's frustrating, right? Your computer is basically bricked until you figure out what's going on. But don't panic. We're going to walk through this together. The BSOD is like your computer's way of crying out for help. It's a sign that something has gone seriously wrong, usually a critical system error. Now, the BSOD itself might look intimidating with all its cryptic error messages, but those messages can actually be super helpful in diagnosing the problem. Don't worry if you don't understand the technical jargon on the screen. We're going to break down some common causes and, more importantly, how to fix them. We'll get your system back up and running in no time. Let's dive in. Okay, so your computer just threw a blue screen tantrum. First things first, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Now, before you start frantically pressing buttons, let's assess the situation. Is this a one-time thing or has it been happening repeatedly? If it's a one-off, it might just be a fluke. Try restarting your computer. That often solves the problem. However, if you're stuck in a reboot loop with the BSOD popping up every time your computer tries to start, that's a sign of a deeper issue. Jot down any error messages you see on the blue screen. These messages, cryptic as they may seem, hold valuable clues about what went wrong. They'll be super helpful when we start troubleshooting or if you need to contact support. Remember, panicking won't help. Take it slow, note down the error messages, and let's move on to some fixes. One of the most common culprits behind the blue screen of death is a recent software update or a newly installed driver. Think of it like this. You install a new part in your car and suddenly the engine sputters. Sometimes new software can clash with your existing system, causing it to crash. The good news is that Windows has a built-in undo button for updates. It's called System Restore. This handy feature allows you to revert your computer to a previous state before the problematic update was installed. It's like turning back time on your computer. Another lifesaver is safe mode. Booting your computer in safe mode is like entering a bare-bones version of Windows. It only loads essential drivers and services, which can help you isolate if a conflicting driver is causing the blue screen crashes. Both System Restore and Safe Mode are accessed through the Windows recovery environment. Now, accessing it can be a bit tricky depending on your system. A quick Google search for Safe Mode or System Restore for your specific Windows version will guide you through the steps. Section 4. Calling in the Cavalry CrowdStrike support. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the blue screen persists. Maybe you've tried rolling back updates, booting in safe mode, and even sacrificing a USB drive to the tech gods. We've all been there. But nothing seems to work. Don't worry, it's time to call in the Cavalry CrowdStrike support. CrowdStrike, for those not in the know, are the cybersecurity wizards. They're like the A-team of the tech world, specializing in keeping your systems safe and sound. And guess what? Their support team is top-notch. These folks are trained to tackle even the most stubborn blue screen issues. They have access to advanced diagnostic tools and a wealth of knowledge that can help pinpoint the root cause of your blue screen woes. Plus, they're super patient and will walk you through the solution step by step. So don't hesitate to reach out to CrowdStrike support if you're feeling stuck. They're there to help you conquer those blue screen blues. Section 5. Prevention is key updates with safety nets. Now, while fixing a blue screen is great, wouldn't it be even better to avoid them altogether? Think of it like regular car maintenance. It's always better to prevent a problem than to deal with a breakdown on the side of the road. One of the best ways to prevent future blue screens is to practice safe updating. Always, and I mean always, back up your important data before installing any major updates. This way, if something goes wrong, you have a safety net. Another pro tip, don't rush into installing updates the moment they're available. Give it a few days and let other brave souls be the guinea pigs. This gives you time to see if any widespread issues pop up online. Finally, keep an eye on those update notifications. Windows usually gives you a heads up before installing major updates. This gives you a chance to prepare, back up your data, and mentally prepare for the slight possibility of a blue screen encounter. Section 6. Be prepared, incident response and communication. Let's face it, In the world of technology, things happen. No matter how careful you are, there's always a chance you'll encounter a blue screen or some other tech hiccup. That's why it's crucial to have an incident response plan in place. Think of it like a fire drill for your computer. What do you do when a blue screen strikes? Who do you contact? Having a plan in place minimizes downtime and keeps everyone on the same page. And speaking of keeping everyone on the same page, communication is key. If you're part of a team or organization, ensure everyone knows what's going on. A simple, "Hey, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, but we're working on it," can go a long way in managing expectations. Remember, a little preparation and clear communication can go a long way in mitigating the frustration of unexpected tech issues. Stay safe out there, and may your screens forever remain blue screen free.